Also in England at the time, speaking of religious persecution, there was a particular Protestant sect known as the Society of Friends who did not believe in predestination. They didn't believe that certain people were specifically ordained to go to heaven more so than others. They didn't believe that humans were subject to original sin. And they believed that people could create their salvation through their will and their belief in Christ, but also through their daily actions. This is known as Quakerism. And in England, that was not very well received. That was seen as a threat to the Church of England, and you have Quakers who were being persecuted in England itself. So, fortunately for Quakers, there was an Englishman named William Penn, who was an English evangelist, who had recently converted to Quakerism. And he would lobby King Charles to have a sect of land in North America to be settled by people who not only believe in Quakerism, but also want to be free from religious persecution. And William Penn, to help settle debts and whatnot, received that territory to the west of New York and north of Maryland and established a city that would be known as the City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia, that would have a mild climate, it would have fertile soil, and this vast expanse that would extend westward would eventually be home to one of the more religiously cosmopolitan populations in all of colonial North America. Pennsylvania was established largely not just for Quakers, but for people seeking freedom from religious persecution. So people of all faiths were really welcome in the territory that would eventually be chartered, known as Pennsylvania. Catholics, Quakers, Baptists, Jews. You would have people from various different religious backgrounds be allowed into Pennsylvania. Anybody who was capable of becoming Christian would be there. Furthermore, William Penn befriended Native Americans largely because Quakers are anti-war. They see people being able to refuse violence. They see people as able to be converted to Christianity, and their belief is you don't convert somebody by forcing them. You convert somebody by befriending them and showing them the example of your ways. That was the Quaker mentality. And eventually, William Penn would agree to a charter that would officially establish the Pennsylvania Territory and would eventually now have a representative assembly. But William Penn obtained that land grant. It would be named in his honor. After the European Transylvanias, you take Sylvania, but they name it after Penn, William Penn that is, and now you have Pennsylvania.